Hi, Kendall Jenner. We're on the look for a mansion with a horse stall, and just look for it, and it's out for a mansion with a horse stall. But first, I want to say something. Boys and girls, walk away. Walk away from wannabe gangsters. There's no such thing as gangs. They're all police informants and snitches. And some are tied to crimes and hits on people. You don't want to be involved in that. You don't want to be involved in forced crime, sacrifice to prison. You don't want to get caught up in that nonsense. It has nothing to do with prophecy. This has nothing to do with being a king. It has nothing to do with prophecy. So Daniel King, me, I'm the Southside King, the Southside King. And we're going to the north in the heavens. King of the whole world. And I'm here to declare and tell you this is false. Bloods, Crips, North Daniel, Sureño, everything, everywhere. Cartels. God wants us to be sober, not intoxicated. Alright? We're here to do salvations. We're not here to do hits on people. There's no Game of Thrones. That's false. And for them and the beast, possibly. But they're going to hell, so do you want to follow them to hell? No. Walk away from false gangs. Let's see, what else? And the military barking dogs and police dogs and canines and all them donkey horrors of Mexico and all that stuff. Walk away from all that stuff. Let's see. Walk away from all those nasty ass donkey horrors in Mexico and all that stuff. What else? Guantanamo Bay. That's where George Bush, let me see who was actually, it says George W. Bush, the junior of George Bush Senior administration established, the detention camp at Guantanamo Bay. Yes, George W. Bush Jr., the son of George Bush Sr., administration established the detention camp at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, in January 2002 to hold individuals captured in the war on terror. So there's a war on terror still. Those who are terrorizing Christians, they're terrorists. We're not the terrorists. We fight a spiritual war. You know, they send people against Christians to provoke provocateurs, saboteurs, antagonists, and they send people. Like that's why I posted this. They send these people. It's falsehood. These are all police, government snitches, false gangs. False. They're not real gangsters. They're defeated people. They're conquered souls. These are defeated people, conquered souls. They're not gangsters. They're false. Okay? Walk away. Don't listen to the mumble jumble babbles. Don't listen to none of it. Many of them don't even believe in God. They don't even believe the Bible. They say the Bible is created by the government. They worship the devil. It's a mess over there. You know, I argued with gangsters about God for years, for hours. Many of them, they just don't believe, and some do. Nevertheless, they don't serve God. They're still there. So, or they died there. Walk away from this nonsense. And concerning what somebody may have said, to do a ground operation on the islands, I would just say keep in mind that could be a sitting duck. It could be a sitting duck, maybe, possibly, if you put all your guys there. Maybe, possibly, sitting duck. You might want to use it for a detention center terrorist prisoner of war POW camp, something like that. You might want to use it for that, not for putting all your American soldiers there and Israeli and whatever allies. That seems kind of weird that George Bush sends them to an island for a prison, and then they want to say something about a ground operation on Kirk Island. Ground operation sounds like ground troops, sounds like sitting ducks, and it sounds like a sacrifice. So if that's the case, just keep watch on that, and hopefully that's not the case, that they're not trying to sacrifice boys and girls in this fake war or whatever's going on. Alright? Okay. Don't invest yourself too much in it. Just, if you want to stay updated, I'm trying to stay updated. I don't watch TV at all. They're trying to get us on the TV through this fake war too. Because Donald Trump said about 40 hours to go after the power grid and this and that, and then they cancel it and this and that, and then how are you going to be updated? You got to watch the TV. So they're jerking people around so they can watch TV. Don't watch TV. Just check out the internet and be updated through the internet. Do not watch the TV. They're lying to you. So that's unless you want to watch movies, that's cool. If you want to watch movies and entertainment, that's cool. But if you check it out on TV, that's cool, I guess, but don't stay glued to it. Don't stay glued to all the false. Fox News is false. Everything's false. They're not real conservatives. They're not real Christians. Fox News, they had some guy named Mike Tobin or something. Then they got some they have some funny ass CIA names on there. Like, everything ties to the cult. There's always a Mike in there. There's always a Tel Aviv. There's always a Tel Aviv and Mike Tobin. And it's always letters. So if the whole war is operated in letters, is it real? Probably not. It's probably not real. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't really invest yourself too much in this if there seems to be letters in there somewhere. So just want to say that. And I want to say Kendall Jenner's lovely, Kylie's lovely, anointed, all the girls looking great. Hip hop, R&B, Holly Tree looking wonderful, shining bright. And for all the little hood rats over here trying to get saved and trying to come and be queen kings, and you're over there to go empire with these fools, false gods, false kings. No. Curse. I just forsake it. I don't want nothing to do with you. So that's how that is. So concerning celebrities and models and my wives, it don't concern you. No, you're fine. Apple and everybody, like, everyone's great. Nadia Kahar, everyone's great. Mahdi and everything's wonderful. Doina, everybody's great. Everything's wonderful. I'm just talking about your little hood rats around, little nobodies. Whoever it is, someone I know, someone I don't know, if they're promoting falsehood and false gods and false kings and antichrist, she's out and just ignore them. And they're having sex with them and stuff like that, and laying them bang it from the back and all this. Just know she's out, and I don't want to deal with it. Any girls I know doing it. So that's just an update. I'm just saying that I have to say it, so girls can know that she's not a part of me. If she over here banging these wannabe kings, if you're banging wannabe kings, no, out. So just forget about it. That doesn't have nothing to do with my girls on the internet. celebrities, models, influencers that I like that's been around. You know, my day one type of girls are good. Day ones, you know, they're pretty awesome. So don't worry about it. Kardashian Jenners, don't worry about it. And then, what did it say? I thought I deleted this. I gotta delete this. I don't wanna put nothing what they flip flopping around. So I'm not gonna invest too much on that. Alright, so just ignore that video. I deleted it. And all I want to say about that is what I just said. If they're trying to put something in the island, it seems maybe they'll make it work, considering they might be able to control the world, the Freemasons. You know, they might be able to so-called successfully establish a base on the island and be like, yeah, we operate from the island, and that would be false. That would be even more falsehood. Why wouldn't they just blow up the island? So if they establish some kind of something on the island, on this, if there's a war and it gets bigger, if they establish something on the island, right there in Iran, right there in Persian Gulf, if they're establishing something that close to Iran, that seems like it's falsehood. And do you know who this is? I mean, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, that's Jenna Bush. Hi, Jenna Barrow. I love this picture, by the way. That's hot. That lasts for a lifetime, really. That's, you know, that really lasts for a lifetime, baby. It does. It really does. And that one too. That one lasts for a lifetime. Ow! Ow! And let's see what I was gonna say. Concerning Japan, why? It's a democracy, it says here. They're an ally. There should be nothing wrong with the Japanese people, unless they're plotting something against us. I don't know if I mentioned this last night, but North Korea is something like number 36 on the military level. Japan is something like a 7. So why would North Korea be flexing against us? Why would a small little 36 be flexing against a 7? You know, that's ridiculous. And Japan is an ally. Japan is updated in democracy for the most part. They don't seem like they're an evil regime. Yes, they're part of the globalization. They're part of everyone's a part of the globalization for the mark of the beast for the most part, and you know, they're into technology and things like that, and but there really should be no there should be no reason why the United States should throw Japan under the bus because of 1940. Because of 1941 Pearl Harbor attack in Hawaii, and you know, because they're in Freemasonry, you never know that they might be always looking for a sacrifice, someone to throw under the bus, and I'm just here to say that's not righteous, that's not holy, that's not righteous. And shut up, mind your business. That's not holy, that's not righteous. And you know, if everything's going wonderful with Japan, then it should continue, and there should not be allowed any pork chop to get away with anything against Japan if Japan's doing good with democracy, and they're not They're not like Iran. They're not like North Korea. You know, it's kind of like a free country where you can go visit and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't throw Japan under the bus if everything's going wonderful with them. And that's what I want to say about that. And Poopy Head, yeah, you should probably get rid of the whole Vatican, pedophilia, rapists, and the whole. That should have been done years ago. That should never exist today. Now that is a problem. Poopy Head, the cardinals and all the priests and all the rapists and all the ultra boys and rape and all the billions of dollars that goes out paying, even through Los Angeles Archdiocese and all that. That should be already decimated already. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's obvious. And let's see. Here it says a Tomahawk missile. It says a Tomahawk missile could go approximately 1,500 miles. So if anyone has any navies are over there, I think they said a UK submarine with nuclear capability, possibly Tomahawks or whatever it is that can go 1,500 miles. That may, if we look at it or Google it, if we look at Iran to the right and Israel to the left, so if the submarine is in the Red Sea or Mediterranean Sea or something over here, let's see how many miles it is from Beirut to Iran. So that's going to be about 1,000 miles from Jerusalem, Tehran to Jerusalem, about 1,000 miles. So it looks like something like that could cover the distance from a submarine or a Navy ship to Iran if they escalate it and hit it with anything. But we'll see. These are just a couple of things I wanted to. Let me see if I got any pictures. There are just a couple things that I was looking at last night, and I don't know if I talked about it honestly. Let's see. I guess we can look at it on the map. That's probably the best thing. So if we look at, if we go travel across the globe to Israel, and we pick like something about the sea, how far, something like that. If we go to this point here, and then to Tehran or something like that, and hopefully it's a straight line. It shows 1859 kilometers to miles. So 1859. It shows 1,155 miles. So it looks like that's possible if need be, or if someone decided to do it. It looks like that is only 1,155 miles from there to there. Okay. I just typed it in there, so what is your problem? Oh, jackass Freemason. I'll do it again now. So, or even, yeah. Or if they crept in closer, even over here. You know what I'm saying? If they crept in over here, they swim their submarine in somewhere closer, or out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Uh, let's look at the coast. Let's see. So that's Iran, Afghanistan. Let's see what it looks like down here. Okay. No, I don't want this one. I want this one. So there's Pakistan right here, Pakistan, India. So, you know, if you just look at the different angles, even from Saudi Arabia, that's an ally. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic. But Saudi Arabia might not want the smoke per se. Like, not like, you know what I'm saying? If something's fired from Saudi Arabia, like, why'd you let them fire it from your land? You know what I'm saying? So there might be some people who don't want the smoke, and they don't want no smoke or stuff like that. So that might be the reason why they will just shoot it from a submarine or a Navy fleet. And if that occurs, you know, maybe we'll see what happens. But so down here you can see Pakistan. Let's see. Let's look at another map so a clearer picture. Let's see. And that's all I was just looking at. So I think they cleared out all the troops from Afghanistan. So let me double check that. It says the United States cleared out military from Afghanistan. So anything's possible. Just saying, just showing. Probably not. I doubt they'll go back in there and use it, but who knows? People are not predictable all the time. So we're just looking at the Kandahar airfields, looking around. I doubt this is most likely not going to ever happen. But just looking at it. And to see where they were in Afghanistan, basically. Where were they in Afghanistan? Over here? Let's see. Location of major NATO airfield. So, the red, location of major NATO airfields, Camp Forward, operating bases. And the goldish brown is like, it says enemy focused areas. Okay, so we looked at it. And so probably they're not going to go back in there because it looks like it's cleared out. Probably nobody wants smoke really, except for those who would fire it. So they might, if they do fire anything, they might do it from Israel or from any ally in the area. Maybe ally won't do it. Maybe they'll use a submarine or Navy to avoid blame, because Donald Trump did say that they were firing on their neighbors. Let me see if I have that video.
They were getting along okay. They were getting along okay. What they were building was incredible. And you got a little glimpse of it by the fact that when they came out, they started shooting all of their neighbors. Their neighbors weren't fighting with them. They were getting along okay. They were getting along okay with their neighbors. And I was surprised. They were surprised.
So I just wanted to show that part. That they started firing at some neighbors, they said. So, whoever they fired at, you know, that would be a reason for that person to be our ally, if not already, and to help achieve some kind of a free country, you know, in Iran, and to keep it free and to flush it out of evil regimes. And not just them, but Putin and Pork Chop, North Korea and Russia too. And, you know, and anybody who's killing Christians. Anybody who's killing and torturing Christians should be taken out and set someone there who's going to be and set someone in office. So set someone there to help run a free country.